So let's talk about the hardcore mode.
Okay, so we once again we wanted to add something for our most hardcore players, and that's the hardcore mode. Hardcore mode is basically it makes the game a little harder, but actually not by much, but it makes the game even more immersive. So when you choose hardcore mode, you can choose from these perks. These are like all negative perks. You can choose one up to all of them, and every perk kind of modifies the game in a specific way. So, for example, you have the bed bag. It's like, you know, as you see, that
every bag has a God-given number of times it can bend. Yours is already past its limit. Oh God!
And the descriptions are usually very.
You can generally carry less, and whenever you bend to pick up a herb or mushroom, there's a small chance you will strain your back and be left hobbling forward.
It actually gives
this
you
is that's like a real life thing that's happening to me.
It's immersive.
That's like whenever oh God, I feel,
and the sound when it happens is nasty. Actually,
I feel addressed with this.
As you can see, you know, if you, for example, with the bed bag, if you want to have like a more limited inventory space to be it more natural, you can choose this perk, or you don't have to.
Yeah.
And there's more of them.
Yeah, heavy-footed. You've always been heavy-footed. Ma said it doesn't matter, everyone has their quirks. Fritz and Matthew always said you were a bumbling idiot. Your shoes wear down faster and you generally make more noise.
Yeah, this makes the stealth thing more difficult.
As a person that has only one pair of shoes, I would, like in real life, I would hate that if that would happen to me. Numbskull, that is something we had already in KCD 1, right?
Yeah.
How should I put it? You are not the sharpest quill in the inkwell. In order for you to understand anything, people will have to repeat it at least twice. All your experience gain is 20% slower. All your experience gain is 20% slower. Double. What you guys need to know before you get crazy about it. This is of course an early build, and it's we are aiming to release it somewhere in March, which we will tell you later. So 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so before release. Yeah. So funny things can happen.
This will make your progression a little slower, so that you will have more of a challenge to get those skills, get those perks.
Yeah, this sounds like something I guess most people will take, because some people said that they get so good in the game that in the end it gets a little bit easier. So this would be helping. Somnambulant, I think
KCD 1 as well. Yeah.
Favorite negative quirk from perk or quirk from KCD 1. They say you spend half your life sleeping. That's a good thing. Perhaps the other half won't be so awful. You lose energy faster, and every time you sleep, there's a chance your sleepwalking legs will take you somewhere else. And this one, again, question then, will this bring you to secret things?
Yes.
Perfect.
Once again, yes. There will be places in KCD2 where you wouldn't be able to get other than with Somnambulant perk.
Hangry Henry. You feel quite hungry. As soon as you're hungry, all you can think about is food. You're useless and you don't want to talk to people. All you want is to eat. All you want to do is eat. In addition to the usual effects of hunger, starving also reduces your speech, charisma, and intimidation. Oh God. Moreover, all food fill you 20% less, and your digestion rate increases by 50%.
You'll have to eat way more to
I love the
satisfy
icons, by the way. I love that. Is this dude eating someone else?
Yeah, there's like a little legs from his mouth. Yeah.
Sweaty, that's me right now. If you were a tanner, nobody would find it odd that you smell awful. Only you are not a tanner. You get dirty faster, meaning you start to smell faster, and when you do, you can be smelled from twice as far away, making you easier to detect. Plus, perfume doesn't give you any positive effects. You just can't hide this stench. Funny. This smelling thing is actually really a cool addition to the game. It's like a bonus thing that if you smell and sneak around that they smell it. It's just when it happens and you are not aware of it, it's just super funny when you find out for the first time.
Exactly.
Picky eater, you'd prefer to only your ma's cooking. Only your ma is in a better place, so you don't eat much. Your pickiness causes all food in your inventory to spoil 25% faster. When gutting animals, you are also pickier and get only half the meat and other items from animals. Bashful, you have trouble talking to strangers, so you prefer to avoid doing so. That is hard. That seems very hard.
Yeah.
You can't ask people for directions, which is something we will introduce today. So it's more difficult to find your way around. Besides that, you are too shy to speak to the girls at the bathhouse, so you can't request all of their services. Since you're not much of a talker, gaining speech skill is also slower. So that is something Lord Hans Capen would hate, I guess. That's
Exactly.
absolutely.
Exactly.
The anti-Capen.
But I think he thinks this about Henry already, so...
Yeah, probably. Punchable face. Oh, again, amazing icon. Take a look at yourself. Pig's eyes, nose like a button. Wouldn't you just punch yourself in the face? Surely you would, and you are not alone. Coming across travelers on the road is more dangerous as is getting into a fight. Besides that, enemies never surrender and are more confident, making fights more
This
difficult.
generally makes combat, harder.
Chat is saying, this is me in real life. No. And Menace, the last one. Tales of the wicked deeds of Henry of Skalitz have preceded you to new lands. The law will keep a closer eye on you. Oh, that's also a hard one. Once you are branded for a crime, the effect is permanent. Oh, okay, permanent. And getting caught for any other serious crime will lead to your execution. What's more, guards will punish you more severely, and the consequences of these punishments will be more intense. That's actually pretty cool, but also hard. So this is like super hardcore mode. And as always, you can choose them all. You can take whatever you want and not take any.
There'll be a new achievement for like finishing the game in hardcore mode, and another one for finishing the game in hardcore mode with all the negative spirits.
Amazing.